Now we'll add more operations to the same program. Okay, so that we can execute different operations from the same program, like insert, update, delete, or modify. How to achieve that? How can you perform different operations from the same program? For this program, we will add a radio button. What is the property of radio button? What is the property of radio button? What is the property of radio button? Don't you guys know what is radio button?
Hence the default value of checked attribute.
Don't tell me the web definition, but tell me in general where we use radio buttons. When we use radio buttons. This is checkbox. These are checkboxes and the above one are radio buttons. So what is the difference between checkbox and radio button? What is the difference between radio button and checkbox?
Checkbox is circle symbol.
Wow, excellent. Checkbox is circle symbol and radio button is square shape. Very good observation. So did you guys fill any forms in online or
Google Forms.
wherever? Did you guys observe any checkboxes there? So
Yes, is there, but
okay, so observe now. So when it comes to radio buttons, in this radio button group, right? So we have 3 radio buttons here, right? You can select either one option, only one option. You can select option A, option B, or option C, but you cannot select multiple options, right? When it comes to radio button, you can select only one option. Option A, option B, or option C. You cannot select more than one option. It won't allow you to select multiple options when you are using radio buttons. But what is the property of checkbox? You can select all the options. When you want option A, option B, option C, you can select multiple options. Depends on your requirement. Okay, right? So radio button is, for example, you guys want to go for a restaurant. You guys want to go for a restaurant and you are going to think about the different options, different restaurants available in your location. For that, use radio button. Which restaurant you want to go? Restaurant A, restaurant B, or restaurant C? Choose your restaurant, restaurant B. You cannot go 2 restaurants at the same time, right? correct? Is it possible to go 2 restaurants at the same time?
No.
No. We have to choose only one restaurant, which is possible. So I've selected the restaurant, and when I've entered the restaurant, they have given a menu. They have given a menu. You can choose multiple items, right, in that menu. You can choose, right? You can select multiple items, right? You can order multiple items, right, from the menu. Yes or no?
Yes, son.
Yes. So that you can select check boxes. Okay, I need item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, like that. Use check boxes to select that items and give that paper to someone, right?
Yes.
That is about check boxes. When you are using check boxes, there is a possibility of selecting multiple options. In that case, in that scenario, we go for check boxes. But when you restrict the user to select only one option, so the user should not be able to select multiple options. At the time, which option you use? Which one you are going to use?
Radio button.
Radio button. Now,
Radio button.
go to your program. And how to define a radio button? Parameters. For radio buttons, we'll use different naming convention, that is R. Even you can use P also. There is no issue. But for naming convention wise, we'll use R. R underscore, I'll use INS. Radio button. You have to provide group, radio button group, G1, or whatever the value you want. Or DB operations, DB, OP, whatever. Okay. For now, we'll use G1, comma, R underscore, update, radio button group, C1, R underscore, modify, radio button group, C1, R underscore,
Delete.
delete, radio
Whatever.
button group, Z1. Now, so in this radio button group G1, in this group G1, you can select only one radio button at a time. You cannot select more than one radio button. For example, if you create one more radio button set, that is with G2. Now you can select one radio button from this group and one more radio button from this group, right? From these groups, you can select one radio button from group 1 and one radio button from group 2. You cannot select multiple radio buttons from the same group. Okay.
Okay.
So by using radio buttons, you can implement multiple functionalities in the same program. So you can differentiate the functionalities. So for radio button 1, you can add one functionality. For radio button 2, you can add different functionality. For radio button 3, you can add different functionality. So within the same program, you can include multiple functionalities so that you don't need to write multiple programs for each functionality. You can separate that functionality by using radio button. When user selected radio button 1, what should happen? When user selected radio button 2, what should happen, like that. Okay, you don't need to write a separate program for each option, so you can just use radio button and separate the functionality within the same program. Okay, what's going on? Okay, so you can select only one radio button at a time. You cannot select more than one radio button. So my selection screen is little clumsy. Let's make we'll use one frame here. Selection screen, begin of block. I'm using a block here, B1 with frame. Okay, and I'll also use title. Title, I have to use text symbol here. Go to text elements and create one text symbol. I'm using select DB operation as my text symbol. Pass here for the title, text hyphen 001, and end of block. Please observe this syntax, B1. Okay, so now how it will look like? Activate the program. So there is a frame, right, for the radio buttons. There is a separate frame for radio buttons. Okay, but text is not displaying here. I should see text here because there is a typo, text. Text hyphen name. So now I see the text here. Select DB operations. Okay. So just to provide some information for the user, what he needs to do in the selection screen. For the parameters, I'll use separate block or okay, separate frame, selection screen.
Taking off block B2.
Yeah, we'll use separate block name. Begin of block B2
B2 from title.
with frame. I may not, I don't need, I don't want to use title. Selection screen, end of block B2.
B1 is already fixed.
Now execute the program. Now we have two different blocks. So in the first block, select the, so nothing to do with program logic here. It is just visualizing the selection screen. Okay, just formatting the selection screen. Nothing to do with logic. Okay. Also maintain selection text for city. Again, you know, right, what is city? It's all in plain names. We'll use selection text for delete record, insert record. What is modify? What is modify statement?
Combination of insert and update.
Hmm. Now, so when I should execute this insert statement? When I should execute this insert statement? When user selected radio button 1, then only I should trigger this insert statement, right? Is it correct or not?
Yes.
How to handle that? If r underscore ins equal to abap
One.
underscore true,
True.
that means x, execute insert statement. Otherwise, which statement needs to be executed?
Else.
Else if r underscore, what is the other, upd.
Right.
So execute update logic. Okay, r underscore modify equal to abap underscore true, then trigger modify statement. Else if r underscore delete equal to abap underscore true, trigger delete statement. Else nothing, end if. Right? Clear? Is it clear?
Yeah.
So I'm copying the same. In place of update, I'll use update table name from work area. If it is successful, record updated, record failed to. In place of messages, please use text symbols. Okay, just to save some time, I'm not using text symbols, but you guys should use text symbols and constants. In place of type, message type, use constant. Okay. So this is update statement. What is the property of update statement?
Updating the record.
Update the existing record. If that record is not available, the update statement is going to fail. Okay. Okay, if record not, what will happen?
Will go for next.
Okay, if record is not available, then sub RC will be not equal to 0. That means it is failed. Then modify. What is the property of modify statement?
Modify.
How it is different from update statement? What is the property of update statement? Modify statement. Hmm?
Chat
Data and insert.
update.
There is a record. There is the same record available with the same employee ID. Update the record. Otherwise, create a new record. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Clear.
Okay.
Now let's go to delete statement. How to write delete statement? What is delete?
Deleting the
Deleting a
existing.
record from database table. So we are going to permanently deleting the record from database table. Okay. Delete. Not going to delete the table, but we are going to delete the record from the table. Okay. 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 Else do nothing. Do nothing for else. Okay. So what is the syntax to delete? Delete table name from work area. Or you can also use like this. For delete statement, you can also use like this. Delete database table where empid equal to like this, or some parameter value p underscore empid. Okay. You can also pass conditions like this. Clear? Okay, looks like we have to apply this on internal table, not db. So yes underscore. By using where condition, we can delete records from internal table where field name equal to matching value. So let's test one by one. First we'll see delete statement. Now how many records I have here? So let's delete 402. How to delete 402? Keep a breakpoint here. Select delete record. Provide the employee ID 402. Actually, you don't need to provide remaining values to delete a record because we are not creating it, right? Only key fields are required. Okay, let's see how it's going to work. Our INS is ABAP underscore false. Update is also false. Modify is also false. Delete is ABAP true. There is a X value. Okay. So now delete statement. What is sub RC? 0. Refresh. Is it deleted? No. So let's execute commit work. So now please observe, we are going to insert a new record and r underscore ins is abap underscore true. What is abap underscore true? True means x, that is populated with x. Remaining should be blank. Only one radio button should be active.
Okay.
F6, insert sub RC 0. Can we expect a record in the table? (401) not available. Why? Because commit work is still pending. Commit work. Now go and check the table. Record is available. Okay, record created successfully. Now update the record. I'm going to update 401 record value. I'm going to update the city. Now update should be X. Update statement is successful because 401 record is already there.
Now see, commit work.
Check the table. So the city got updated to Mumbai. Let's use 402. 402, is it available in the table?
No.
402 is not available. Let's use update statement on 402. Execute. What is the sub RC? 4. Why? Because 402 record is not available in the table. Roll back. Now let's try modify. execute. So is this record available in the table? Is this modify record available in the table?
Yes, it is available.
402.
No, sir. No.
We are trying to modify 402, right? 402 is not available in the table.
After the complete of commit work,
Execute the modify statement. Sub RC is 0. Commit work is completed, and refresh
and
the table. 402
now
is
it is
inserted. 402 is inserted. Okay. Right. Now let me change city of 402 from Mumbai to Hyderabad, and also from male to female. I'm using modify statement only.
Shabash is a success.
Sub RC is 0. So now record updated or inserted successfully. Let's refresh. 402 city got updated with the new value. So can you tell me, can you change the primary key value? Can you change this 402 to 403? So we are able to update the city, right? City field to from Mumbai to Hyderabad, right? Can we change this primary key value from 402 to 403? Can we change?
No.
No. We cannot
No,
change the primary key values. We cannot change the primary key values. Okay? We can only change non-primary key values. Okay? Clear? So I'll show you one more thing. Select update and don't pass the remaining values. So these values are already there, right? City, name, department, phone number, and everything. All these values are already there, right? I'm passing only the primary key. Primary key. I'm not passing the rest of the values. What will happen? Is it going to update the records or not? What is the expected data in the table when I execute this statement?
Error message.
What is it? Error. What is the expected output?
It not updated success.
Okay, let's see whether it is going to update the data or not. So subars is 0. So what are the values we have in work area? So there is only country because we are populating by default, right? So the remaining fields are blank, only primary key value is there and the country value is there. Let's see how it's going to update in the table. So the table successfully updated.
Tester fields blank.
So the fields are blank. Okay, right? So that is how update statement will work. So if you want to update all the fields, you have to pass all the fields along with the new value. Okay. Now we should have remaining values. Okay. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Is it clear about open